Here we go. The lights are going up.
Here we are. Lights around now as we head to 5 red lights.
The lights are out and away they go.
James with a good start. Yano in a slipstream. Nerazuro behind him. Nerazuro pulls out towards the outside line. James looks pretty safe into turn 1. What about on the brakes? As they're all pretty clean there. As going back through the pack, there's a Toro Rosso around. Both Toro Rossos around on that one. Reese, Josh, and Forever Sin all around on that one. Back at the front, James continues to lead. Yano second, Nerazuro third. As it looks like one of the Alfa Romeos, that is Bunnies, who has made a mistake coming up the hill then, through out on the exit turn 3. Kimmy in 4th there. Correct with a good start up into 5th place. Branny 6th. Manu 7th. Thomas, he's dropped 3 positions on that one. Not a good start, and he was on the softs. So in theory, that should give him the better start. Fairs 9th on the mediums, and Barabumbasaur 10th on the mediums. As there are any battles through the field at the moment. It's like everyone's pretty much staying in position, as there goes the bollard at the inside of the hairpin. As they head into the final sector, very twisty, very slow final sector, very hard to go for an overtake here. And if you try it, you're basically sacrificing your front wing. Through the final chicane. Through the final corner. James leads, Yano second, Nerazuro third. Kimmy 4th, and Correct up to 5th on the medium tyres. As we've got battles down the field now. Branny wheel to wheel there with Tom, as Branny wheel to wheel with Kimmy. Branny comes out on top. Thomas wheel to wheel with Manu, and Thomas comes out on top there. As Kimmy, has left the session. Looks like a connection issue there for Kimmy, and he will now drop through the order. Hopefully, if he can get back quickly, he can take control of his car. Some of the shocks at the moment in the order. Branny currently only in 11th place. Kimmy in 12th. And Kimmy spun through the fast right-hander. Great time to go to him then. And he has spun whilst I was when I went to him. And Kimmy, a top driver, and Kimmy's out. There, Yano has just got past Mikis for 6th place, and I assume that's quite a clean overtake, as James on the back of Barabumbasaur. Based off previous races, you have to say that James is the quicker driver and is going to want to get past Barabumbasaur very quickly, as Barabumbasaur has not been, well, he isn't a 4-time race winner in the series, whereas James, he is, and up to the inside of the hairpin, and up through the next chicane there, and through into 4th place. And with moves like that, he's just going to keep charging up through the field and really put the pressure on Correct. And this is where Correct is going to have to hope either James won't be able to take the hard tyres the distance, and will have to pit. As speaking of pits, Correct and Fairs are in the pit lane. And crucially, where is James? James is ahead. James is ahead of Correct on the pit exit then. James has the net race lead. As that looks like Bunnies who has spun it coming up the hill there. Yep, that is Bunnies as James laps him. We've got Barabumbasaur and Correct very near to each other on track. Correct right up behind his teammate. Will Barabumbasaur make it easy for his teammate? No, he won't. He does not let his teammate through. That could be some fun team briefing after this race. As Correct is so much quicker. And, oh, almost contact. Almost contact there. As now got a battle now for 6th place. Manu right on the back of Branny on their way towards turn 1. As Bunnies has gone off again now. Looks like turn 5 now. As Manu around the outside. No contact. Nice and clean. Branny drops back into 7th place. Manu is on the fresher tyres, although they are harder. Oh, and he's gone a bit wide there. Could that be a possible penalty? Doesn't look like anything's came up, so maybe it was possibly just a warning. But back to the race then. It is close battling between Thomas and It's Just at the moment, along with Mikis, as they're coming through the second section. Now, as that's Forever Sin there, who has spun. coming up the hill. As we watch the battle now, unboarded it's just. It looks like the gap's maybe just a bit too big to do anything down this straight. Oh, contact! He's hit the back of Thomas. He's hit the back of Thomas there. Is there any wing damage? Yes, there is. There is some wing damage to Fairs' car. For it. He maybe could have gone for a dive. Look how close he is through here. Nero0, and he's gone for it. Through turn 3. What a move. What a move there by Nero0 in the racing point. To get back some points that they're losing from Manu dropping back. Oh, and that's a mistake, maybe. As clip the grass there, and up the inside goes Barabamba, saw contact. As that is a spinner going through the fast right hander. That is Reese, who's gone round up there. Looks like he's still in the race though, as Barabamba saw back up into 6th place. Nero0, and Nero0 to the inside. Oh, and whoa. And look, they're so close, racing each other. Surely Nero0 is going to go for a move here. No, not quite able to get close enough to do so. As Yano now catching up to Manu, as we have a 3-car battle as we head down the main straight. Yano always seems to be caught up in battles. In Silverstone, he was in a lot of the battles, catching up to people. Maybe it's that he goes for sort of alternative strategies where he has to fight through the field. Meanwhile, Manu up the inside and he's spun. Manu has spun, going through turn 1, and he's kept it going, kept it out of the wall, no wing damage, and has only lost the position to Yano. As we head on board now. Doesn't look like he's going to be ahead in time. They are going to be side by side into turn 1, but on the brakes there. That was a bit closer to being a wheel-to-wheel battle through turn 1. I don't understand how Barabombasaur is keeping him behind. It is, as Nero0, a 3-second time penalty. I just can't believe that. Nero0, 8 seconds now.
Yep.
As he's gone up the inside, how is there not more contact? As towards the next corner, will he go for the inside? Not quite brave enough to go for it.
Came 5-second time penalty for Bunny's speed in the pit lane.
And Bonnie's race just got worse as he's now getting beaten
And
by the AI
got
car.
a 3-second time penalty. There is with the DRS going on the outside.
Thought Barabombasaur might be about to squeeze Nero0 off track then, do a bit of a Leclerc. And he spun him!
And his contact!
He spun. Oh, how have they not both gone around then?
Nero0 did push him round to get back on track, but...
As Barabombasaur's gone.
And Barabombasaur spun it.
As yellow flag, and that is the Renault of Fairs. Is that Fairs? Yeah, Fairs is off. Turn 3, he's spun it and he's dropped down to 5th place. From a fairly safe 4th there. But Nero0 is quite a bit back, so Fairs could be safe in 5th place now. Meanwhile, Ginger Thomas is going to go for the outside line on Nero0, and he's passed another. Nero0 back up the inside. And he's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings.
That's 11 now.
Oh. So, as the back of the lead here, towards turn 1, correct, with the outside line. Is he going to go for it? He's already ahead. James just needs to sit back. James needs to sit back and just let correct take the lead. It's the last lap of the race. All he has to do now is stay within 6 seconds. So James, for the 5th time in a row, for Mercedes, has won the race. This is domination at its finest. This is Lewis Hamilton's domination in the Torpedo League. What a driver James is. What a driver.